Hello, traveler. I'm Mathel, and I welcome you to my game room.
Time to attack all the saints. They are too saintly for their own good. Well, that's a thing that can actually happen. But let me get some high ground, so that I can make it be over before it's even began. And also, I want to mine some iron, because iron can be used to make nails. And not just the lame kind that's on the tips of your fingers. One can say, at your fingers. No, I mean that kind of nails that can be used to drive wood into wood. I mean, no, not wood into wood. That can be driven into wood, that can be driven into wood, and then used to hold two pieces of wood together. It can also be used to staple people's hearts to the floor, but few would use it for such a deed, because such deed is evil. Or is that not the reason few people would use it for such? I know not. What I do know is that fireball solves many a problem. Not this problem though. Go for a flight? Well, you didn't go for a flight. Sad to say.
Pray to Stendar while you can.
Why would I pray to Stendar? I should rather pray to Talos.
I'll rip your heart out!
You're not a werewolf. I am.
Fus
Oh, I already defeated that guy. Nice, but sadly, I am still going to have to fight all the other guys. And that was all the health potions I made.
Do your worst.
That would be foolish.
I can take you.
And where do you want to take me? Would you take me to dinner? In such case, I should take you to dinner, because that's the usual order of things where men take women to
I
dinner.
can take
Skin
you.
you alive. Fus
He went flying. And now it's one-on-one. No, it's not.
This is the end for you.
I thought I defeated the saintly bandit leader. Did he somehow self-resurrect?
I love a challenge.
Potions. Stamina restore.
Fus
Go flying. Saintly boots are heavy. Someone is shooting at me. Is he finally dead? No? Now he is. Again. No son blacksmith, leader journal, saintly shield, golden eggs, alocasia. Let's take this. I don't need multiple gauntlets. Do I not wear the Talos amulet? I do! Someone is shooting at me.
Foot! Rudder!
A saintly bandit he was.
On over! I fought worse than you.
And you will fight worse than I again. In fact, you are doing it right now. Because I have plenty of potions.
It's nothing. I'll show you a real fight.
What is nothing? Is the noodling nothing? Alright. Golden arrows are pretty potent. Nobody had golden armor. Golden dagger, eh? Roll, roll, roll down the hill. The golden sword. Golden mace would be better. And I didn't start the timer, huh? So I guess this will be a longer episode. But yeah, golden mace sounds much better than golden sword because gold is very soft and would bend. But it's also very heavy, so it would crush people's skulls. Bandits key, gold arrows, empty, lockpicks, and body armor. Now I have a full suit of whip light. Hello, Manic Elytra. I don't drink Fuma. Are you okay, Buggy? Well, this is your lucky day. Get out of here. Someone's loot. Not a good loot, though. Not good loot. Alright. Let's... Someone got caught in the bear trap. Let's read the things. Saints and Seducers by Andoch Marie. Analyzing stuff about the servants of Shivering Isles. It is beyond the scope of this work to determine the origins of the Arc Saints and the Golden Seducers, or vice versa. They are Daedra, and as such, their base existence is a mystery to those mortal born. The commonly held belief is that all Daedra are incapable of creation, suggests that even Lord Shogorath himself is not responsible for the genesis of these races. Yet it is worth noting that the Prince of Madness has motives and powers that none may guess. To attempt to do so would only confuse the subject further. It is enough then to see that they exist and know that it is so. Beyond this knowledge, however, it is curious that the Saints and Seducers serve Lord Shogorath unerringly. This allegiance is ultimate and eternal, from all indications, but its source is unknown. Could it be that they themselves are tricked into service by the Mad God? Or do they simply ally themselves with the greatest power in the realm? Previous literary works suggest that Daedra choose to serve their masters, so they might find protection and safe harbor. Clearly the Saints and Seducers have this in the Shivering Isles. Indeed, they have fortresses which few not of their race are allowed to enter. They have power in the realm, acting as guardians of those who serve Shogorath, the Lord. Constantly they vie for the favor of our Lord, eh? Fighting any who oppose him, and at times even each other. It is reasonable to assume then that they have made a willing choice to take up their role in the Isles. Character and society. The immediate image calls to mind when hearing the name Golden Saint suggests an angelic figure, elegant and benevolent. It is ironic then that while the Golden Saints embody this image in form, they behave in stark contrast. The saints are proud and arrogant race, quick to anger and cruel in their punishment. There is no question that they view all the idols as inferior and make no effort to hide this in their interactions. The dark seducers also exhibit beyond their appearance to match their names. While they too assert their superiority over all others in the realm, they appear to have a more patient, introspective nature about them. They often appear humble in their dealings with mortals and are known to be patient with the lesser races. In fact, the terms Golden Saint and Dark Seducer are external constraints. While the two groups recognize and respond to these names, they have their own names for their races, the Orial and the Mascan, respectively. It is possible the Daedra simply have no concern for the names and titles given to them by lesser beings, or perhaps they find amusement in the names. Further research into this subject is necessary but daunting, as saints and seducers do not freely offer personal information about themselves. Other information can be gathered from observation. It is easy to see that the two groups are strongly militaristic in their societal structure. One's strength and discipline determines one's place in society. Military commanders, for example, are revered by their subordinates. With further observation, a second distinction becomes apparent. Both societies are matriarchal in nature. Females lead the guards within nuntios and have the highest positions of power. Males, while not openly denigrated, are clearly subservient to the female superiors. It is unclear where this practice began, but has been wholly integrated into the daily lives of both races, which is very funny because, as it was stated previously, Daedra are incapable of creation, including procreation. They may appear as male or female, but they aren't. They have no gender. Conflict and conquest. Any resident of the Shivering Isles can confirm that it is unwise to provoke the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers. They thrive on conflict and warfare and are quick to punish any and all who disobey. Acting in their capacity as guardians of the realm does not satisfy them, however. And so they often engage in combat with one another, despite being garrisoned in areas where they are unlikely to interact. It is possible that this is more than an outlet for aggressive behavior. Repeated engagements between the two races may be an effort to gain favor with Lord Shiogorath. If one can triumph over the other, it would prove superiority and a right to gain sole control over the realm. The battle for Skyrim is of particular interest, as both sides have been locked in combat with no hope of resolution for time beyond memory. Does this combat serve to sharpen the skills of the two sides, or weaken them when they could be directed elsewhere? If the conflict cannot be resolved, why then does Lord Shio not step in and settle it himself? Religion and ceremony. Little is known about the private customs of the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers. They are reclusive when it comes to matters specific to their race, particularly regarding the mysterious process by which they return to the realm in the unlikely event of their death. It is common knowledge that Golden Saints and Dark Seducers, as Daedra, cannot be killed. The animus of the Daedra is cast back into the darkness of oblivion and can return to the realm to take form once more. But reports of the time it takes for a Daedra to return to the realm from the waters of oblivion are anecdotal and inconclusive. The process by which this return occurs remains shrouded in mystery. Based on behavior patterns and strength of numbers, it can be deduced that the stronghold for each race plays some major part in this process. Common phrases in language, such as "May the chimes call you home," suggest that rather than merely a metaphor, Sound may play some role in the sequence of events. It is believed that the chimes referenced by saints and seducers do indeed exist and are considered almost holy relics. Attempts to gain information about these chimes or the process by which they are used has been met with exceptional hostility and so far have been abandoned. Any and all information regarding the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers, particularly relating to private customs and origins, should be brought to the attention of the author immediately. The greater scope of our knowledge, the better our ability to understand these compelling creatures. And that's all for this book, but this was not the important book. Saints, Bandits, Leader Note. Journal. Now this is what I call easy going. I am proud to be one of their saints. Even every few days, his son comes down the road, and his wares are ours for the taking. We don't take everything, mind you. If he don't got nothing to sell, he can't stay in business. And then where would we be? We just came a bit off the top each time. Kinthal should be happy with our latest date. He'll be having his camp up near Castleston to pay us a visit soon. Or leaving, at least. Those damn seducers were eating into our profits until we drove them off up north. Other merchants pass through those parts, so maybe they'll stay gone. Alright. Notes on blacksmith. Our blacksmith, Yofton, has gone mad. Most of the time, he spouts nonsense. This all started 3 days ago. Now he won't even pick up his hammer. We tried to talk sense into the loud, but it's like he doesn't even see us. He wrote down the means to forge our golden arms and armor, and that of the seducers, but he never told a soul where he left the blasted notes. I guess he blasted them. If we weren't holding our hope that he might snap out of it, we would have already parted his head from the rest of him. Lately, he's been going on about playing under the bridge, like he's still a child. That's where I always hid my toys, he said. I know his kin used to live around Half Moon Mill. We should round up some folk and have a look. Alright. I suppose that's it for the saints and their saintly ways. But I lost my horse. So I guess I'll meet you at Half Moon Mill. I'm at Half Moon Mill. I found a mountain pass and well, there is a bridge over there. Let's see whether there are some toys in there. Or at least a hammer. Or notes. Oh, there's a chest with the often notes, ebony ingots, bunch of other ingots too. An ancient battle site was discovered near Thoron's lair. On the ground, an assortment of weapons and armor of the leader known as Golden Saints and Dark Seducers lay strewn about. It is from this site that we took up their arms and joined together as bandit companies under their names. Since then, as the only blacksmith, I have taken it upon myself to study these otherworldly artifacts. And now, at last, my efforts to reproduce the exquisite craftsmanship of this great Didra has finally borne fruit. My mind is not what it once was. If my memory fails me, at least these notes can help the others keep the craft alive. One would be foolish to forge weapons from gold, as it is far too soft, and yet the golden blades of the saints are nimble and harder than steel. How could this be? The trick appears to be threefold. First, the structure of the piece must be reinforced with refined moonstone. Second, the gold must be hammered into place while the gold is heated just below its melting point. Third, the introduction of the heart of a Didra to the forge when heating the piece so it can be hammered into shape completely transforms the attributes of the metal, giving it its uncanny hardness. Of course, once you're involving magic and demon hearts, it's going, all the physics are going to go out the window and into the fireplace through the chimney. Um, the process for forging the dark armor of the seducers is similar, but requires more finesse, as you must balance shaping the unyielding ebony with malleable quicksilver. The heat applied must be very precise, or the shape and integrity of the equipment will be ruined. As before, introducing the direct heart to the forge as you heat the material. Alright. Now, what's my quest? That's not what I want to press. Kintal's Saints Bandit Camp, which is where? Here, near Hyatis place. However, I've got plenty of weight on me, so I'll go home, drop all the saintly armor and their other stuff, and I guess I'll meet you at Lodrikstead or Mark. I'll go home, drop stuff, go to Whiterun, take a cart to Markarth, and hopefully my horse will be there, at which point I can horse all the way to Karthvar Wasteland. So, till then.
Whiterun belongs to the true sons of Skyrim now, just as it should.
So, I think if I buy 5
It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can.
levels from this guy, I level up. I cannot buy 5 levels from him.
Man? Ha! They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth.
Oh, that's sad. I bought some spells and many soul gems. That's mostly why I cannot get 5 levels from it. Anyway, I also decided to sell some of the potions I have because I had too many damage magically. Anyway, now I will meet you in Markarth, even if it's just a short trip to the carriage. I arrived, but it is night, so I will sleep. And sell a bunch of potions. If possible, I would buy the last 2 levels of smithing from that
For a dragon to attack
smith here and to get a...
You see those warriors from Hammerfell?
Tacitus, what is this?
A nail?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless. Need a new blade? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
What's with your apprentice?
Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akrish, could you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example.
Alright, I'll
Thanks.
do that. Could you learn... Where did you learn to smith?
Grew up in a stronghold. Every orc girl tended the forge at some point.
Yeah,
Girl
forge
has to
weapon.
grow up, and life in the stronghold asks for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade there.
Okay, so you don't teach smithing.
Let me know if you need something forged.
I need to be taught
I'm Gor's
smithing,
assistant.
but... Oh, that's the wrong thing. Sorry for disturbing you. I bought an ebony ingot from her so that I could improve the ebony warhammer and get a smithing level. However, that's not enough. And I probably shouldn't have done that right now. because there is every chance that the quest I am about to do, well, will see me get a skill point in some skill and level up. Anyway, by fast traveling here with a carriage, my horse did appear here. So time to double time. Double time enabled, and our goal is Charge Master first. Their card is wasted. But even the enhanced Ebony Warhammer is still worse than this Dwarven Warhammer, because the Dwarven Warhammer is flawless, while the Ebony one is nearly superior. Can you quest I gained from her, but if I find the book, I will give it to you. I don't find, well, when I find it. If necessary, I will seek it until I do, but whatever. I sold a bunch of things, the potions that I would never use included. I bought healing potions in addition to other stuff. The other stuff being mostly, and the Ebony go. Who's shooting? You should have not force war metal. Ouch.
Come and face the force war.
Hey. What was that level from? You missed, good for me. That was the wrong shout. First, a bunny shield. Second, a potion to make me not die from his next hit. I also made a bunch of potions. Alright, you're dead. Nice. No, that's the wrong thing. Ouch. Restoration. Fast healing. Let's make that my 5.
The force war will reclaim what is rightfully ours.
But will they... But are you the first one? Specifically, will the first one reclaim what's theirs or just what's yours?
Victory.
Victory. Who is Victory? Perhaps some variant of Victory. Anyway, who's Pavo? We'll see. And another time I'm not out of combat. Hello. Who take a spin? And gone down in the water. Good off. Anyway, another time out of combat. Where did I run from? I think it would have to be heavy armor. Nothing else makes sense. Anyway, 40 is the last, and that means stamina. Yeah, that's 40. Yeah, that's plus 120. That's plus 80, and that's plus 200. Yeah, that's correct. And I'm pretty sure this had to be heavy armor because there was nothing else that it could be. No, it wasn't heavy armor, which means it was two-handed. Damn it. Well, at least this will be useful. When next I do the drive-by hammering. Alright. Pavo, time to go to regular time then. This is not where I was going, but since I got attacked here. Pavo, are you here? Garlic bread, you're not Pavo. Doesn't appear that there is anything here. Anything valuable anyway. No secret pass, it would appeal. So, whatever. They were just guarding Pavo's house for whatever reason. Back to double time. Double time enabled. My horse has done his disappearing act again. He was spooked by this guy. But there he is. Found him. At least he hasn't gone too far. All the way to Jafar, for example. Jafar isn't even in the Dark Universe, so that would be very weird if he went all the way to Jafar. Ah, Jafar! Dude. Let's go. I could have hammered him, I guess. Perhaps I should have hammered him. Probably I should have. Anyway. This is a Forsworn cave, but I don't need it. I'm going to Cars last time, where Cars was wasted. As in drunk. Or perhaps not, perhaps he was wasted on something. Hello? Yashid? Why are we fighting? No, seriously, Mr. Kahi. Why are we fighting? Ouch. That interrupted my swing. That did too. Dumb. Mr. Kitty, why are you even attacking the horseman? You're not even a saber cat. If you were a saber cat, that would make sense. But you don't have the size. You just have a horny hound. Hornier than horny police. But is the horny police the police that is horny? Or a police that police is the horny? Or, right? If you yield, then run away. Yield. You said you yielded. Why do you keep fighting? Alright. Or let's go. Yeah, that's stupid. That people only offer false surrenders, not real ones. And I am missing the village. There's an orc, probably drug seller. What is called properly? I don't remember what's called properly, not drug seller. Hello?
Your sellsword out of my mind.
What's your tongue, native? Of course one here.
Oh, and when would that be, I wonder? When I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very generous offer for this pile of dirt. I suggest you take it.
What's going on here?
I'm one of the few native sons of the Reach that owns land. Doesn't make me very popular. Robbery is what it is. The Silverbloods are trying to muscle in on my land. Force one attack of mines, and suddenly all these sellswords show up to hell. They won't let anyone work until I sell it off.
Well, that's interesting, considering the Silverbloods aren't even in charge anymore.
You can try, but I keep your sword arm ready if things get ugly.
Yeah. I know who Silverbloods are. They are fired.
Until next time.
Anyway, I'm looking for Kithal's bandit camp. Oh, and I should remove the marker. Anyway, one thing I might not have said, when I was in Whiterun, I wanted to turn in the quest to kill the giant, because that was a quest from Avenici, technically. Avenici, Proventus Avenici. Unfortunately, he's been banished to solitude, so there is that. Hello? Anyone wants to go for a trip?
Back off!
No, that's not a long trip. Did you seriously summon a golden saint? Well, I suppose you did. Ouch! Ariel! Don't kill me. This will ruin my intent on killing you. One down, hopefully. Ouch.
You can take me?
I don't want to take you for a dinner anywhere.
Give up while you still
I
can.
don't want to take you anywhere. I want to kill you all. Go for a flight.
I swear I'll kill you.
I don't like that oath. I don't like that oath one bit. Now I'll see you burn. Yes, I do actually intend on seeing you burn. And fly.
I'll see you burn.
You'll better disappear quickly. So if you are alone, I might have a chance again. You're gone. That's random. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Shouting doesn't work?
Kill you!
Now it does. She flew high, he flew low. Oh, she's gone. Now for Kintal. Good. He's gone. Hunger Tongue. Golden weaponry, fur armor. Don't need more golden stuff. Even if it's expensive, I don't have the traders to sell it to. I can make my own stuff that's super expensive. Conjure, golden borax, golden shield. I don't have shield yet, I think. And a bust of Shio. Iron ingot. Yes, give me all the iron you can have. Me get. Give me it now. Anyway, what's in Kintal's journal? Probably scribbles on how to play Scribble. Even though we no longer raid with the backstabbing seducers, we still work for that wizard Thoron. He's been paying us handsomely to turn over Risad's caravan, looking for any trinkets that seem strange. A week ago, we found a sword unlike anything we've seen ever. Thoron's face lit up with the inner light when he saw it. This could be it! The clown, he said. Something about a bridge. He probably lost it. So we have to find another bridge. Probably the one under which that smith hid his stuff. No sword is worth how much he paid us for it. Won't hear us complaining though. We see Thoron once a month so he can have a look at our spoils. Everything he doesn't want we split and sell. Nice and clean. When we are done, he skulks off to that lair of his in Solitude. What he does there is anyone's guess. And that's all for the book. So let's see Risad. Once I realize that my horse is up there. In the square and on the tire, so I don't care. Yeah, I can make locks using it, but not really that important. Let's see where Risad is. I want to turn in the quest. That's not Risad. That's not Risad. Map, where are you currently? Nearby Tran. I know you were not there yesterday, so you are probably traveling there right now. Still not here, is he? Well, if I sleep, he probably will be here in the morning. But I really want to turn in the quest. Six hours should be enough for him. If he isn't here, I will end the quest after I find it out for sure. And between episodes, I ride him down. Because I am faster than the Kashiti while I am on the horse. I am even faster than them when I am on foot. But foot is smaller than horse. Who would have guessed? Yeah, he isn't here. He is here. Bah. Alright, between episodes I shall ride him down. Till then, let me save. And I will bid you all farewell. Goodbye.